Welcome back. I'm Jim Shaw. I'm here with Colleen Smith, host of Let's Go, and what seems to be a role reversal here, Colleen.
It's fun being on this side of the table, Jim.
You should be there every once in a while. You've got some very interesting things that you do that the people of Lexington and beyond need to know about. So, Colleen, we're here to talk about the old-time baseball game. So, tell me a little bit about how the idea of the baseball game came to be part of the Lex Celebrate 300th program.
Okay. Well, about a year ago, we were at a meeting with Jesse Steigerwald and Tanya Morissette and Sue Rockwell, and a bunch of, it was really a brainstorming idea and meeting and talking about how we would celebrate the year. And one of the things, I have a big history in baseball. My grandfather played for the White Sox, and my grandparents were the Comiskey's of the Chicago White Sox. So I have a very rich heritage in baseball, and when the idea came up of a baseball game, I just jumped up and said I would love to take that on. And baseball is America's favorite pastime. I think it's a great way for families, for people young and old to come out, and for people that haven't had a chance to take advantage of some of the events that have happened. I think this is one of the final events that I think everyone will come out to the field for, and it will be very exciting. Excellent.
Well, you're absolutely right. Baseball is a part of just about everybody's life here in Lexington. Everyone has a kid or somebody they know who's playing baseball.
Right.
And it's really part of the fabric. We've got some, great leagues in town and all that. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the time frame of the event.
Yes, definitely. So the event is taking place on Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May 26th. And we are kicking off the day with clinics, kids clinics at 9 o'clock from 9 to 10 and 10 to 11 for the minors and majors, old-time baseball clinics, so they can come out and learn about baseball from the late 1800s. This entire game will be based on the rules of the late 1880s, and so that's what the clinics will be focusing on. And then at about 10 o'clock, at about 11 o'clock, we will have the teams warming up. We have 3 teams that are going to make up the day. One of the teams is from Essex, and they are really the experts on playing in the 1880s. They play in an actual league that takes place all summer long, and they play by these rules. Some of the interesting things about the baseball rules of the late 1800s is they don't use mitts when they play. The bats are a little bit larger. Yeah, so it's baseball, not softball with no mitts.
I guess so.
And different rules with sidelines and pitching and so forth. And we will actually have a program that day that will have the definition of the rules so people can follow along.
I'll definitely need that.
So I'm as excited about the games as I am about the hour leading up to, because we have a fantastic lineup of singers singing the national anthem. We have God Bless America. The Police and Fire Honor Guards will be presenting the flags during the national anthem. And then at 11:45, we are having an Antique II World War plane do a flyover of the field, which will be very fantastic and very special because, as you know, it's Memorial Day weekend, and this is through the Colleen Foundation, and we had a very generous Lexington resident that donated that, so we're very excited. So then that leads up to 12 o'clock, which is the first pitch, and the first game will be made up of the Essex team, and they will be playing a team that we are calling Lexington's Finest, and that is made up of the Lexington Police and Fire. Chief Corr is heading up the Lexington Finest team. We have about half of the players are from the fire department and half from the police department.
Nice.
Yeah, and then after that, so Essex will play the Lexington Finest, then Essex will play Lexington Baseball, and that is made up of baseball managers and volunteers. We have about 14 players on that team. So it's really kind of like a series of 3 mini games that are happening, and in between each game we have so many different fun and fantastic entertainment. We're bringing back the Chadwick's Belly Buster. Remember that?
Really?
Yes,
of course.
we are.
Who doesn't remember that? That was actually on Saturday Night Live fairly recently.
Yeah, well, maybe Rachel Dresch will come back and bring out the.
We should ask.
We'll bring out the stretcher. Trish Keneally's helping me with that, and John Adams, who owned Chadwick's, actually is going to be involved and wants to come out and ring the bell.
Will he be riding his bicycle?
He is not riding the bicycle, but we do have someone that is. We actually have a stilt walker that also can ride a penny farthing bike, so we will be having that. We're also going to have inflatables on where C1, which is where this game is happening, at center field. To the right of that.
That's right along Worthing Road.
That's right along Worthing Road, right. And to the right, we'll have a bunch of different inflatables for kids to play with. And in between these games, we're going to have a Race the Minuteman race. We'll have pitching contests, the Belly Buster, lots of exciting.
Are you actually going to have a Belly Buster? They're going to make a Belly Buster?
We are going to yes, we are going to make a Belly Buster.
Wow.
And bring it out.
That's great.
Yeah. We haven't figured out who's going to be able to eat the ice cream, but we'll figure that out. It will be a lot of fun. And then the day will wrap up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have a regular regulation game with the champion Lexington Blue Sox versus the Andre Chiefs. So that's kind of the overall.
That's quite a day.
That is quite a day.
That is really
quite
a full
day.
day, and that sounds so exciting.
Yeah, and we do really want to encourage people to bring blankets and lawn chairs. As in the late 1800s, we did not have a lot of seating. People just sat out in the fields, and that's what we're hoping to have. People kind of out in the back of center field and out kind of where that playground area is right in front of there. That's all open seating for people to sit.
Excellent. And this is all free of charge. This is just
it is free of charge. We will have food for purchase, and that is being sponsored by the Lions Club. Excellent. They'll bring out their the food trailer that they're famous for. Dick Michelson's been instrumental in getting that done. So food will be for purchase. We will also have some baseball items for sale. We are going to have mini bats, baseballs, vintage baseball hats that you can purchase, and actually these buttons, which are the Lexington logo.
So you've had and your logo is sort of specially made for this event.
It is. It was specially made, and I have to give huge props to Betsy Sarles, who is the graphic artist for all of the Lexington 300th events.
She's done extraordinary work.
Yes, I mean she designed this. She designed the whole poster, and I don't know if you want to end the shirts. Yes,
right there, the logo, right?
So what's special about this L is that it really is the. We have a photo to show viewers. It is the exact L of the team that we are replicating from the late 1880s. We have a picture from the Historic Society, and that is the L. Actually, as you can see behind me, we have the a sample of the shirt that the players will be wearing, and that is the actual L that they wore back in the late 1800s. And then over here is the shirt that the Bat Boys and Bat Girls will be wearing.
That's exciting. Tell me about how does somebody become a Bat Boy or a Bat Girl?
So for people that are interested, we will be selling raffle tickets at the opening day of baseball, and people can buy a raffle ticket, throw their name in, and we will be choosing 6 girls and 6 boys. We are being PC in the 21st century.
As you should.
Yeah, so we will have minute boys and minute girls.
Okay.
that will.
That's a great place to do it too. I don't know if you've ever been down to opening day. It's one of my favorite things to do in town. There are a million favorite things to do. That's one of them. You know, and what I like most about it, you were talking about how Chief Core will be on the team. Is he actually playing, or is he just?
He's actually playing.
I can't wait to see. Yes. But he stands down at opening day, and I think it's usually the first Saturday in May. I'm not sure. You'll have to check me on that. But he stands there and he greets all the players. You know, he's an extraordinary guy who's so connected to the community and to these types of events, and particularly youth baseball. And he's down there. So it's a great event, and so that's a great place to do it because there are so many kids that come out for that annual parade. It's just, I love to see those kids coming down the street.
Yes, and I think and then to be able to have this kind of vintage game happening in a few weeks after that.
Absolutely.
To really, look at the historical aspects of baseball. And actually in the book that Larry Whipple had wrote with Sam Doran, there is a whole chapter about baseball that was played at center field on Sundays, and thousands of people would come on Sundays out. That was their form of entertainment.
Right. Well, there was there was a time in Lexington where we just weren't plugged into the computers or the televisions, and we were out socializing. A different time. But you're going to change all that by bringing this back, which is nice. I mean, this is the most refreshing news I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And I think it's a nice way to punctuate sort of the ending of the 300th with something upbeat. I know they've got a whole bunch of events for that weekend, but this is going to be an extraordinary event. I know a lot of people are going to turn out. Everybody loves baseball. The folks that are involved in this with you, like Rick DeAngelis and Sal Mirabella,
Joe Cacciatore, they've all been very helpful.
They're just, these people live baseball, they know what they're doing, and if you ever get a chance to go down and actually watch a Blue Sox game, it's very exciting. So understanding that it'll be fun, plus there'll be actually good baseball there, just sort of is the cherry on the cake there. So.
And one thing I did forget is we are going to have a surprise guest throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, really?
We cannot share who that is yet, but it's going to be someone very exciting.
Okay,
so
well, I'm thinking now, my head is rolling because there are so many. I know there are a lot of people available now to do that.
So. So it should be good. So once again, it's Sunday, May 26th, and the first pitch is really 12 o'clock. So you really want to be at center field by 12 o'clock. I'd get there an hour earlier to get a seat because we are expecting. And
what do you think, if people were planning for an afternoon, it'll last most of the afternoon?
Yeah, I would plan on being down at center field if you want to see all 3, mini games, really from about 11 to 3.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to be there and join you for that. And
thank you.
I don't want to put you on the spot. Are you playing?
I am not playing. I think I'll be running around planning.
Well, I was gonna say so. I'm like, if you're playing, how can you coordinate all this?
But I'll throw a pitch here and there.
Well, we have to wear the uniform though,
yes,
and I'd like to get one of those too. So let me know where.
Okay, go down and see Rob at Tricon Sports. He's been so helpful.
I will do that. So, but Colleen, I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Jim.
I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and like I say, what a wonderful way to sort of bring an end to the 300th celebration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.